Welcome back to the channel. This week I got a much needed chainsaw lesson in maintenance, and we have continued with the orchard because we have trees coming. So excited.
That hole doesn't line up.
Can I just point out that you're telling me that it is supposed to go upside down and then the right way up and then upside down?
Well, yeah, because...
And I thought you put it upside down the other day.
No, when you so when you're cutting, it pushes this chain up against that groove, so you wear that bar. Okay, and some professionals will take a file and they'll dress that bar flat. Well, to get even wear, you then turn the bar over and you wear that side of the bar.
Okay.
So every time you change the chain, you turn the bar over.
Okay.
Okay.
Because you're applying pressure to that.
In fact, Oregon and Still actually write Makita or the name upside down one side and the right way up the other side. When you put this back on, you need to loosen off like that till that goes.
Oh, maybe that's why.
No,
that bit was fine. I got that bit on fine. It was getting this back on.
So then there's a little hook just there.
I saw that and I did that and I could get it in
and
there, but I couldn't get it low here. This was the bit where it wasn't.
You basically got to...
And I wondered if these were in the way. I didn't quite know what I was doing. It just felt too high.
So then you tighten that up like that. Before you do this nut, if this nut is done up really tight, you won't extend or, change the length of the bar. If you watch this...
Yeah. Oh, okay. And what should I be aiming for?
So you need to be able to pull it down a little bit like that. Yeah. It needs to have a bit of slack, but not hang down like that. Yeah. So that's probably...
There's a tiny bit more.
Yeah, that's probably could do with just a tiny turn like that. And then you tighten that up fairly tight.
Okay, fine. I didn't know that. And the other thing I couldn't do is I couldn't undo the oil thingy to check it or chop it up. And I don't know how often I have to do that.
There's a special attachment type thing to help undo this. Obviously, you know how to undo something.
Yeah.
If it's really tight, that goes in there like that. And it just goes like that. Okay.
You make it look so easy. Is she thirsty?
That's empty. And of course, you've got the sight glass here.
Oh. Okay.
So when the chainsaw's up the right way,
I can tell how much oil's in it. Good to know.
So, and then if we do that back up, and you might notice that battery's off when you're doing this.
Yeah.
So then when you turn it over, you can see the dark goes right up to the top.
Okay.
So if I tilt it back,
yeah.
Can you see how that line's just there?
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
And then this chain here, this one it's not blunt completely.
I haven't ruined it completely then. That's good, because I didn't know when I should stop, as in...
Yeah. I mean, it's easier for me to sharpen if it's not completely dead.
Because you've got something to follow, I guess.
Well, no, it's more to do with the fact that you have to take more... You can't... For instance, if you were sawing and you hit a rock and you took that tip of that tooth off completely...
Yeah.
You'd sharpen that down to take 3 or 4 millimeters off that, but then you'd have to do the same for each to keep each tooth for the same length.
Okay.
Otherwise, it'd be like chewing on one side of your mouth with no teeth and more teeth on the other. It wouldn't work.
How long will a chain last?
It depends how clean stuff you are cutting. If you're cutting stuff that's got sand and grit and dirt,
I did hit one rock.
For instance, if you don't cut right low to the ground,
yeah, which I'm not, because once I hit the rock,
then it'll last a long time.
I figured you could go back over and just get the low bits.
Yeah.
I figured it'd be safer you doing that than me blunting it.
The other thing to note is you notice how this is 5 amp hours.
Yeah.
Effectively, it's called amp hours because that's how many the amps will last.
Mm-hmm.
So a 5 amp hour battery will last a lot longer than the 4 amp hour.
Oh.
Or the 3 amp hour that's on charge. Okay? So you'll get effectively 3 hours worth of, 5 hours worth of that one, 4 hours and 3 hours. These 5 amp hours have basically got a bigger cells in them than the 3 hours. And there's even the one that I use on the cordless drill has got a 1 amp hour battery. But a cordless drill doesn't take any power to run. This takes lots of power.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. I can get on cutting.
So I taped a bit of cardboard so I can put the scrunch in the bottle with the oil.
So don't leave it.
It just says chain lube and chain oil to lube Bill. Bill the chainsaw.
Cool. Right, let's get on.
Close your eyes, get out of your skin. All it is matters, let it in. If I could, I would be right here with you. In this world of ticking clocks, I hope I'm getting through. So close your eyes. Do you feel the same? Only thing that matters when I change, I will let you in into my nightstand. Recover the fallen tears that have been long asleep. The lights are out and heaven's open. We can be everything we want. Oh, stop the clocks, the bees are humming in between the contrasts of our souls.
Look at her, she looks so pleased with herself. She's like our wood chipper, but it comes back out on the other end 4 hours later.
Fertilizer.
The lights are out and heaven's open. We can be everything we want. Oh, stop the clock.
What's that?
These are humming in between the contrasts of our souls.
I reckon so. So Marcus has now moved. The fence was, as you can remember, down here, and we had our brush pile, and he's moved it right round there so the goats can have access there. And as you can see, they've sort of worn a path up here, a little one here, but we've moved this in slightly so that it's able to regenerate. Ideally we wanted to move it before they have a little path like this, but you know.
So this goes in the ground, and what we want to do is test how much that's putting out around all the electric fence. So what you've got to do is stick that in the ground some near the fence, and then you've got to look. So that's 2 pulses at 950 amps, that's 3 pulses at 2000 amps, 3000 amps at 4005 amps. So really you want it up at, really the best one is going to be up at number 5, okay? So stick that in the ground and just touch it on each band of the electric fence. Try it, because the lights on it will tell you if there's anything going around it. There's nothing going around that orange one. Up to 5 at the top, yeah?
5.
So I'm figuring this is going to give you enough room to keep cut and brush.
Yep.
So you are really getting good at the old electric chainsaw stuff. So you can carry on pruning
Through
and
there.
trimming, all of that stuff through there, chucking it into here.
Yeah.
And then if and when we do get a strip, a wood chip or something, we can just have all this brush chipped here.
Yep.
And then, because like really that poplar tree that's leaning right over, it's not got any root to it.
To be honest, I'd probably take this one out because I'd rather have more access into the back garden.
That's not.
If we want to take a trailer or whatever in, and it also for trailering logs out and stuff.
There's nothing really stopping us driving the logs from down there.
Yeah.
Through here.
Yeah.
To there.
That's what I mean. So I did want quite a lot out this corner. So Marcus and I are just having a little walk about and just looking at trees that need tidying, any that are dangerous that need to come down, and also having a little look to see where we want to put our fruit trees. Obviously we did plant the one cherry tree that we got about a couple of months ago just up the top here, but Bridget has managed to swap a litter of rabbits for 7 fruit trees, so we need to find a place for them to go.
This is hanging over the power lines, this one here, so we're going to need to do something with that. We could get crafty and keep this as a coppice stock. If we
Just chop it.
Yeah, no, coppice. So if we took this bough out, we'd have to like climb it, ladder, and prune it, drop it because the power lines are so close. Yeah. But then you could clean up that stump and just still maintain the rest of the tree.
Yeah.
That one's rotten up the middle, so we could probably take that one down as well and leave that one, and you'd probably get new growth like this. This is the tree growing up from underneath, so we could just coppice it.
And that just makes things a little bit safer for hurricane proofing.
Yeah.
This one here is really growing towards the house.
Yeah, but it's nice when we get the summer sun. That's the only shade from the front of the house.
So I'm wondering whether we could just take a couple of the branches off.
Well, we could.
On this side?
Again, we could do the same thing. Again, we could just prune. We could just prune like that larger bough there and that larger bough there in the winter when the sap's down. And that would probably just sprout up again.
So when we get over to this side here, these to me seem massive.
No.
And I would like to put fruit trees here and start them going down so we can actually see the blossom from our house. I think I want to do away with the whole of that bit there to open it up. And I want to tidy this bit over here. I wouldn't say if they came down they're going to hit too much. I think they're far. Are they far enough away from the power lines over there?
Yeah, they're not doing any harm.
Fine. So I would just say this lot here, and potentially that little tiny coppice there. We could actually fit a fair few trees, and obviously I want the orchard spreading down where I'm clearing as it goes over time.
4 cherries, 3 peaches. Yeah, so you could have your little peaches here.
I'm in the zone 5.
Okay.
And I've chosen 2 are one variety and 1 is another because it's kind of what they've got left because we're just swapping them for rabbits.
Barter, lovely.
Yeah, the 2 are very good for canning. I'd have to look up the makes and models.
So where are you taking this bit down here to now?
Well, as I said, I want to have access. Morning, goats.
I'm going to move that that tractor while I'm here. Hello, sweetness. Hello, you.
So this section here, I want to take out, and then I want to plant fruit trees coming along here.
Okay.
Because it gets good sun. I'm a little worried where I'm clearing is going to be too wet without doing major drainage stuff.
I think it will be wet.
I still want access down there, and I still want to clear, and there's a lot of dead trees.
I do. I want to park a digger down there.
So I'm going to continue clearing. But but I need you and your big saw
Yeah.
to be able to take out some to make room for fruit tree orchard and just make things safe so they're not too close to electric wires, too close to the house. I'm very Hurricane Fiona in mind. I'm very sort of conscious of
Well, now we've had
having healthy trees.
A lot of that clearing out because we get the wind from this direction is just going to cause these to be at risk.
Yeah.
So the idea would be to manage them rather than just clear fell.
Yeah.
So that one will coppice a little bit.
Yeah.
And this one will remove, and then we'll keep the rock maples in there. And we'll take out the quiver and aspen because that's generally nothing.
Bearing in mind we want to put the woodshed about here, sort of tucked in, and then we're going to have access coming in the house sort of thing.
Okay.
For that. So there's going to be wood chipping, wood splitting, wood. And if I can have access into the back garden around here, that'd be
cool.
Good, preferable.
All right.
Right?
Yeah.
I was lost in a city dream, and I was at home again beside the stream. Then you walked past me, and you saw me and smiled. I will never forget the first time when I saw you. I thought I lost my mind. Blue and faded was blown away and left behind.
So made a little dent in the forest and took out that tree there as well, and some little ones that were growing around the coppice. Just tidy that up a bit. And the goats are having a well of a time in there.
Is it possible for us to feel this way forever? Loving you has never felt more right.